Hey friends, welcome back to Rita Talks. I'm Rita, and on this YouTube channel, I just share some of the thoughts, ideas that I've been thinking about, some of the things that have been happening in my life. In today's video, I just want to talk about this idea of energy management, and I've been thinking about this because I've noticed that, like, especially when it comes to music, like the kind of music that I listen to at a specific moment in time influences a lot. Basically my productivity, because I listen a lot to music when I work and when I'm trying to be productive. And so I've noticed that, like, for example, I think this week for me has been such a good week. Like, yesterday was such an amazing day. I felt that it was a great day, and today was also good. I think basically these good days, like, happen when I feel that I'm super connected to the people that I talk to on a day-to-day basis, and that's more often than not my colleagues. And so I think today, like, I think when there are some days like yesterday and today where it's such a high energy day that I actually need something to bring me down from the high in order to be productive, because I found that I'm able actually to focus and, like, get in flow, not when the emotions are too high, and also not when the emotions are too low, when I'm somewhere in the middle. And so basically on these days, um, like, finding a way to put my feet back on the ground is really helpful. And I think Imagine Dragons do that for me. I think, like, anytime that I really need to work and, like, get stuff done, when I put on Imagine Dragons, it's like, let's go. But I also need to be mindful, because sometimes I'm not, like, in the best mood, and I'm feeling super low. And actually on those days, if I put on Imagine Dragons, I would be just absolutely depressed. And that's not the that's not the point. I'm not saying that all of Imagine Dragons songs are depressing, but they're quite intense. I mean, they resonate a lot, and they make you reflect a lot on life, and sometimes you just need a bit of joy. And on those days, I put on Coldplay, because they just give me hope, and like, take my energy super high up. Either Coldplay or One Republic. And I've been thinking about it a lot, how that affects my mood, and I'm trying to find the best way, like, how I can basically be in a more stable mood, where, like, in the mood that allows me to make the most progress. Because if I'm too high on either side, it really does impact my productivity a lot, even if it's on the good side, which is a bit counterintuitive, but it's true for me. Like, when it's too much energy, like, I physically cannot focus because I'm just too excited. And like, the adrenaline is pumping through my blood. And uh, like, in those days, I think it's okay, because basically I can just put that energy, give it to other people, and, like, talk to other people and things like this, and inspire them, and in some way that's also productive. uh, but in terms of my individual productivity, um, it does impact my ability to do things. So I'm just trying to find a middle ground. And also, I've really been appreciating these. That's completely jumping from one topic to another, but these machine learning classes that I've been giving. So I've been helping this data science student of mine. She's in a boot camp. I think it's a virtual boot camp, but she's located in Canada. And basically, it's been so cool to be like, helping her out, because it's just also stretches my abilities. And it's just so cool to have this accountability, that's like, okay, I have committed this much time, this many hours of my time, because this person has paid me to do that. And basically, I'm just able to be productive in that time. Whereas when I feel like sometimes, like, I just figured out like this balance to be stricken, because basically what happens is that, okay, in like all of the financial stuff, financial world, like personal finance and all of stuff, they're trying to get you to not uh, exchange your time for money and all of that stuff. But in this specific case, exchanging my time for money actually is helping me increase my potential, because uh, if I hadn't, I would just have wasted that time and not have learned things that I want to learn, and just have procrastinated because I don't have any obligation towards anyone. And I think this has helped me a lot, like just basically in that sense, selling my time for money, because it's helping me do something that I care about, which something that's important but not urgent. And by making it urgent, by having this commitment that I need to help this person, so I need to figure it out in order to help them, and there's like a deadline there. It's been super helpful for me because it's allowed me to like not procrastinate as much on these topics, and like just stay up to date on some of the latest research, just by virtue of having to teach it. And I think this is something that I want to incorporate more into my life, like this kind of accountability. Not that comes from fear, but actually that comes from a good place. Because if it like, here's the thing, the nuance is that if this kind of obligation comes from work, it just triggers this fear response and everything. And I don't think that that's the right way, but I need to find a middle ground where it's positive accountability, um, where I've just made a commitment and I'm gonna follow through with it. But also, in order for that to be positive accountability, the stakes, um, like I need to be okay with messing up. And if I raise the stakes too much, the fear of messing up will actually push me to get too much into my head, and not actually help me by overcoming this mental hurdle of, okay, I don't necessarily know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. So if the stakes are too high, it actually is also not helpful, because it's debilitating and it's super stressful, and that's not the kind of life that I want to lead. So I'm just trying to find a middle ground for that, and I think just teaching people is a good middle ground, because basically it's a win-win. Because for them, if I don't help them, there's no one else who can help them out with this. And for me, it's like some sort of accountability that I need to help this person, but the stakes are not also too high that if I'm not able to do one thing, then my whole credibility is questioned, because I've hopefully provided them with enough value that that's no longer into question. And yeah, I just been thinking about this a lot, and yeah, super appreciative of these opportunities that I get. Yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about for today. I need to go to sleep. I think it's like probably 2:30 right now. Yep, I'm collapsing. To be honest, I need some sleep and some rest tomorrow. I'm just gonna give myself a nice day of rest. Not too much pressure. I will do some YouTube. I will not spend the whole day during YouTube, but I think I will do 1 hour of YouTube related stuff. And I think this is a good bar to set, like just to say, okay, instead of saying I will spend the whole day, just saying, okay, I'm not gonna spend the whole day, I'm gonna spend 1 hour, and if I actually spend that 1 hour, it would be good, because whenever I say I'm gonna spend the whole day, I can end up spending no time actually, because uh, I set the bar too high, and it's the same thing as putting too many stakes on. I don't know if whatever I'm saying even makes sense, because my brain is completely dead. But yeah, just gonna have this goal of doing just 1 hour tomorrow and then 1 hour on Sunday. of YouTube related stuff, and we'll see how it goes from there. So thanks a lot for tuning in. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day. Whichever time of day it is where you are right now. You can click here to watch my previous video, and you can click here to watch my latest video. Bye for now, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye!